All right, this is a shout out to my friend Ryan Miller. He hooked me up last night, guys, big time. Look at all this stuff he gave me. I went over to his place and he gave me a whole whack load of air conditioners. I forgot how many there were. I think there's about nine air conditioning units. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, so I went over to his place. He's been scrapping out a lot of his stuff that his company takes out, and taking all apart for copper and rads, but he's got a little bit overwhelmed, and so he asked me to take a few because he wanted to be a good friend, and I really appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very much. So got to get to work now, and I'm going to take these all out. I'm going to put them here on the ground and take them apart one by one. I have two over there, and then I have a couple of the condenser units too, so I want to get through all of these today, like right now. These are the only 3 air conditioners that I have left. I've got these three to go through. I did a lot of work, but I don't have too much for the scrapyard today. Well, I have quite a bit, but I thought I would have more. So anyways, I have a big bucket of copper here. Copper number 1. A little bit of copper 2 in there. A whole bunch of compressor motors. And a whole bunch of ACRs. So it's a good amount. I thought I would have more. This is a pile that I still have to go through right now, and I haven't done it, but I'm going to tackle this when I get back, probably later on tonight. Maybe I'll be too tired. And what are my chickens doing? What are you guys doing in here? This one is trying to find a place to lay her egg. Go on, get out of here. Because yeah, we let them out too early, and now they're out of their coop and they don't know where to lay their eggs. So I like to keep them in their coop for a long time, usually until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, to make sure they lay all their eggs in their coop. Otherwise they just try and find a different place every day. It's really irritating. But anyways, off topic. Yeah, I'm gonna get going here. I have a couple of stops to go along the way. I have a post office, 2 packages, not too bad, and I have to drop this off. So I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that, right? That was from a pickup that I did, and it wasn't a very good pickup. The person only gave me like a couple small items, like a barbecue, and she said she had a lot of stuff for me, and nope, she didn't have much for me. But anyways, her daughter used to be a manager at Starbucks. I brought that to the flea market, and everyone was asking me about it. I was asking for $50, and I had a friend message me, and she offered me $40, and I said, yep, no problem. So I'm going to drop that off to her. Yeah, so I made $91 in aluminum copper rads, $1.25 a pound. Copper 2 is $2.75. Copper 1, $3.05. Copper contents, 12 cents. Total of $2.77. Not a bad little deal. You know, once you start sorting out your metal, you can really start making some good money. So anyways, I'm at my drop-off bin. Check it out. Let's go see what's here. It's a pretty nice bike. Love car parts. Whole bunch of car parts. Oh, that's heavy. Electronics. Alternator, starter, I guess. That's what that is. More electronics, VCRs, speakers. Down in there. Laptop. And looks like old telephones. Alright, guys. So I'm going to load that up. First thing here is I brought some stuff for the consignment shop. They sell a lot of vintage stuff, so I'm going to try it out. I'm going to bring some of my stuff for them to sell. And I've done that in the past, and they've done a good job. So I'm gonna see if they want to take all my bottles, including my stubbies that are sealed. And they said they would take my horseshoes. I got the telephone and one of those toasters, and an old gas can, and a couple rulers. What's up, guys? I'm going to a pickup that I'm pretty excited about right now. I'm pumped up. It looks really good, and it's just completely out of the blue. Someone just stumbled upon my ad for me picking up scrap metal. It's on a website called Kijiji. It's pretty popular here in Canada, but I know in the States you guys use Craigslist all the time. So I always recommend to all these subscribers, definitely, if you want to start getting lots of good, interesting things, get an ad for picking up scrap metal, junk removal. I don't charge for the stuff. I just tell them that it has to be accessible, and I don't take anything out of the house. So definitely do it, because if you have the time and you have a truck or whatever, trailer, start doing it, man, because I've gotten some really, really good stuff. Anyways, right now I'm picking up this tractor, Ford tractor, lawn tractor. It looks really, really nice in the picture that you sent me, so I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know what's wrong with it, and it's being stored in his garage, so that's a great sign right there. If it was out in the field and had a bunch of vines growing all over it, yeah, it doesn't look too good. But no, this thing looks like it's been stored in a garage for a very long time. It looks like a vintage model that is in great shape, so I'm excited about that, because usually all the lawn tractors I get are just basic Craftsman that aren't more generic. So anyways, never had a Ford tractor before, so if I get it and not too much is wrong with it, I may try and fix it myself, or I'll keep it on the trailer and bring it to a little shop that I use, get them to fix it. Anyways, it all depends on what condition it's in, but nonetheless, pretty stoked about this one. I just brought it back home, guys. He even had the manuals for this thing. It's a beauty. So, what do you think I should do, guys? Scrap it or fix it? One or the other. Let you know what it has. Yeah, it's been the original owner since 1988. It's over 30 years old, but he has the manuals for it. He says he's just done with it. He's had it for a long time. He bought a new tractor. So the problems are, the solenoid doesn't work, a flat front tire. What was the other thing? I guess that was it. A couple of things wrong, like the deck is all rotted out and he put a whole bunch of plaster on it. But he says it starts up and runs. It's just that he needs to, the battery is no good, and so he was starting it with his car. I thought I was going to lose it there for a second. 10, 11. Wow. Weird. It's not starting. Well, it's something wrong with the solenoid. I guess even at 10, it's not enough. But I bet you these terminals, or you know what? I have a feeling that's kind of a problem too. That's not going to make it start. Look at it, just rotted right off. I took the deck off and that thing is rotten pretty bad. Just can pull it apart. Used Bondo all over the place. That's not supposed to happen. And then over down here is all Bondo. So this is my scrap load today. Truck is very full. That's pretty much all loose tin, whole bunch of golf clubs, and 2 hot water tanks on the back, and a furnace. Probably put a strap right there just to hold it in place. Shreddable steel is piling up as usual. It's hard to get ahead of this stuff once it starts piling up. You really just have to take a day and do a whole bunch of it, as much as you can. Still have this monster sitting around, transformer. It's gonna be hard to put on the truck. And a whole bunch of other stuff, refrigerator. And these are all aluminum copper rads that I still have to process and cut them up. Been getting a lot of air conditioners lately. This stuff here, guys, is a lot of this stuff I was bringing to my flea market all the time. And the flea market has been going really well. I mean, there has been a few that I haven't filmed at all. The last one I went to on Sunday, I made about 230 bucks. So it's been good. It's just this entire day. It's a big production for me because I have to load up the truck at night, go to the auction for the whole day, then unload the truck. It's a huge production for me. So I'm going to scale it down. I might do a flea market instead of every week. I'm going to do it maybe once a month. And I only want really, really good stuff. So a lot of this stuff here I'm going to bring to my consignment shop, where they will sell it for me in their shop, and they take a commission for it. So that is, I think that's a good route to go with a lot of this stuff. They sell a lot of stuff like that, like the bread box, and you know, they would do really well with stuff like that. Old cigarette tins. This is a glass lantern. Another cigarette tin, old Quaker State tin. So they do really well with stuff like that. Alright, you guys, truck is empty once more. I just unloaded all my stuff to the shop over here. It's a consignment shop. They were pretty happy with the stuff I brought them. These are a bunch of cans that the shop collect for charity, so I don't touch those. But I got a little glimpse of this box over here, and I'm shocked. Look at this. Nice little rad. And then there's a whole bunch of brass down here. It's crazy. Brass and copper. Like, wow. That is crazy. And this was on top of it too. It's a neat little box. Rivets. Full of these little brass rivets. It's heavy. That's so cool. So it looks like there's some more stuff underneath, so I'm excited to see what's here. I know. Oh my god. That's great. Oh my gosh. Hi Eric, I'm a subscriber from Russell. Haven't had time to bring in any scrap with my new job, so I thought I'd drop it off for you as we are on a date night at the Red Dot. Keep up the great work with the videos, Dawn. Oh my god. That's so cool. That is so cool. Dawn, thank you, man. You just put a big smile on my face. Really, really nice. Look at this, guys. My gosh. Seriously, Dawn? You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look at all this wire and aluminum. That's crazy. And then some barbecue. Like, that is really, really generous, man. Thank you so much. Wow, Don, seriously, that just, that made my day. Thank you so much. Oh, let's see what else is here, guys. A whole bunch of remote controls down in there. Phones and remote controls. There we have it, guys. The drop-off bin is empty once more, and the truck's full. Sorry, I had the truck running, so I'm sure my video, the last clip, will be kind of noisy. Forgot to turn the truck off. But yeah, I saw this, picked this one up. It's by Sears. and actually it's missing a knob right there. So, you know, Sears is not really a sought after brand for vintage electronics, but I think it looks pretty neat. So maybe I'll try and test this one out. It's definitely vintage. Nice cabinet on it. It has the speakers to go with it. And there they are right there. There's two of them. So yeah, it's something. Sometimes what I do is I totally break these apart and I just take the actual speaker instead of trying to sell it with all that heavy wood cabinet. I've done that before, and I've sold the speakers themselves on eBay. Done pretty well doing it like that. Yeah, so it's a good little haul. I mean, it's a lot of electronics, but definitely the one thing that made my day was Dawn. You're awesome. Seriously, that is so cool. That's you liked my videos that much, and you brought all that scrap over. That is just so cool. You know, spreading the love. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to put in a new dryer vent for the new washer dryer setup I have in my basement. And right now, this is the job that I'm doing, trying to get a vent hole to these old pieces of wood, and it's proven to be difficult. It's at least, you see, this was my bit that I was using. It's at least 12 inches, so they're pretty thick logs, so I have to go really deep. That's about right there is where I'm hitting my 2x4 that I put in my basement on the inside wall. So they're very thick logs. Problem is that it's just not going very well, and I drilled a whole bunch of holes around them. So I think I'm going to go to the next step here, guys. And the new dryer vent will just go on just like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to do a lot of MacGyvering here, but happy with that. I should have done that in the first place. Well, my basement kind of smells like chainsaw exhaust right now. But this is where I'm coming out right here. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. It's all over my inventory too. Anyways, I'll clean that up with a shop vac. I have to cut right here. I have to cut this out. This is where the washer and dryer will go. I already put the cold and the hot right there. And then this is the discharge. Yeah, I know, guys, that's really high. I'm hoping I can get away with that, because the washing machine, hopefully the washing machine little pump will be able to pump it up all the way up here. Hopefully I can get away with that. Otherwise I have to have some sort of discharge pump. And then the dryer, I already have that hooked up, so I did that. Yeah, so the last piece of the puzzle is the dryer exhaust. Then I'll move the washer and dryer down here. Previous video I mentioned we're doing a whole bunch of big renovations, so this is a part of that puzzle. I am going to finally finish up my tractor here. So I ordered a couple parts. Not much, it doesn't need much else. I mean, I've just bought a new air filter, because this is the old one. Looks like it's never been changed, and that's the new one. So I bought that. This bothered me because I bought 2 inner tubes for the front tires. I did this one, no problem. You know, I put the new inner tube in, worked like a charm. Second one that I bought, I put it in here, and I had all sorts of trouble, and then I actually was using a screwdriver, and I ended up popping it while it was inflated. So that's $20 down the tube. So anyways, I ordered another one. This time I bought off Amazon, and it was like $5 cheaper on Amazon than in the store. Plus it was like, came in like a couple days. It took a couple days to ship. So that's that. Gotta put oil in there. I did buy a new battery for this. I don't think I showed you guys, but new battery for the lawn tractor, and it started right up, no problem. So the only thing was that after I was running it for a while, I checked the oil. There was barely any oil in it. So I'm going to do the oil first before I start it up again. But once I get it going, I'll show you how well it works. I'm pretty happy with this because I didn't spend very much money to get this thing going again. So I'm just going to keep this for the yard, and I'd like to buy a little trailer for this thing, you know, because it's I get things like chicken feed that I have to bring all the way to the chicken coop, and even stuff like garbage, bring it to the curb. So it would be nice to have something like that to go putt around my yard. We got the tractor working. Spencer loves this tractor, and he wants us to make him an official driver's license for this thing.